Beautiful lady called Nelly Tazak, who is a Lithuanian Glaswegian. She's probably the funniest person I've ever met. She could tell a story, she just would go on and on. This one's called The Number of the Bells. I had to learn the number of the bells. It took a long time to learn, for all the rooms had names above the doors. Mostly washing up and scrubbing floors. Do the beans, Nelly! I'd never had a run of beans. I threw all the pods in the bin. A lot of lords and ladies came. We'd do the tables, and by the time we'd finished, the men couldn't talk. They were stupid drunk. Mrs. T's grandson, lying in bed. I caught him in the act, and when I left, he gave me 2 half-crowns. The Duchess of Bristol bought a ballet dancer dressed in pure red, red dress, red shoes, shook all our hands and told us, "Thank you, ladies." "Pod the peas, Nelly." I'm hanging out the napkins here, and there's the Colonel peeing in the pea pods. You dirty bugger, I'm not podding those. They'd ring the bells, those well-known rich people. This bell, that bell, all in red. "Nelly, I want to pee, can you give me a pot?" So many bells, you'd not know which was which. But if you could have seen the tables that we laid, even the Queen didn't have a table like that. The Cooey. This is by a lady called Marcia Turner, who's incredibly happy. She just emanated happiness and joy, and you'll hear it here. What did we do? What did we say we'd do? We can't remember. Never mind, never mind. It doesn't matter a scrap. It doesn't matter. When we come up here and when we put out our hands and when we like to look out, it doesn't matter that we can't remember. And when we come through the door, there's always somebody shouting, "Cooey!" When you stop to think, if you think about you and me, I bet if you opened the door, there would be a lot of people. "I'm going home," I sometimes say, or "Come in, come in. If you're the next on the list, you can come in." "Yoo-hoo! Have you got a minute? Yoo-hoo! Are you coming or not?" Oh, having a nice little conversation. It's all been never mind, never mind. We must all just shut our eyes. That's me. That's me. Cooey! Joan Calloway's poem. Joan is Viv's nan, and she's 100 years old. 101. 101. I believe in fairies. Fairies here, fairies there, and fairies in the bedroom. If you were to look in my room, you would think I was a nutter. I'm still waiting to meet one. It's memories. Wonderful memories. How awful it must be for the children now not to have those old memories to look back on. I think it helps that I've got all this happiness. And also that I believe in fairies. A number of projects have come out of this project, and 2 of them have been operas. Operae. I don't know what plural is, but operas anyway. Some cycle, it's got very caught up musically, and it was the reason it got caught up musically was because Viv and I met a man called Miles Curtis Hayward, and when we first met him, he was in a very kind of parlous condition. He was in a care home, you know, very very unkempt, lying in a high-sided cot, wearing almost nothing, and was deeply distressed. I had a long conversation with him, and we had a laugh, and he showed me his autobiography, all sorts of things. When we next saw him, he was sitting in a chair with a large pair of headphones on, and this is what he said. This is called Bruckner's 8th. "I'm glad you've come. You see me at my weakest. Bruckner is very high. He answers to my heart, though it hurts like 9 symphonies. Listen. It is the nail upon the head. It is a bang, continuously, upside down. I didn't know you were coming. Listen, How Bruckner loves the simple tunes, and all of them played fortissimo on the brass. He comes at the crescendo. I hope you don't mind me waiting. Listen, how he gets up each time. Here is the chase getting faster and faster, like a flower. Listen! This is the end, like a vast forest. Before I understood, I thought it just a vast and disorganised forest. I'm so glad you've come. So glad for Bruckner. He was only a little man. An innocent little man who didn't quite understand what he had written. I'm going to read you one more, which, if I can find it, which is here somewhere. This is by a lady called Elaine Pritchard, and it's also part of the song cycle that a composer called John O'Hara and I wrote for the Three Choirs Festival this year. When we met Elaine, she was very far away, she was very reserved, she didn't want really to speak at all, and she had a live-in carer with her. And I sort of tried to start a few conversations, and I hadn't got very far. And the carer said, ask her about chess. So I did. This is called Endgame. Less and less as the pieces come off, until you have only 2 or 3 left at the end game to try and finish it off. Only certain people can play the ending. It was the least of my attributes, as it says in my little book, for Elaine, although she does not like the end game at the moment. There are an infinite number of moves, but only 1% will be any good. To be awake, to be aware of what is going. It is tiring to remember. Just a teaser, for you are going to lose in a certain number of moves. And I can hear what is happening in the back of your mind. I can hear you waiting. So there's a